Okay.
Okay, so you have your recording on?
1 minute. I'm trying to record.
Okay. And there is one person waiting as well. Okay, then. So let me start. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the third webinar of 2026 and part of our Anti-Poverty Solutions Initiative. Today's webinar is on Mission 300 and green jobs, how Africa's clean energy push can fight poverty and build youth careers by 2030. And it will be delivered by Mr. Ali Osman, a climate policy and sustainability leader from Sudan with over 7 years of experience in international climate diplomacy, youth-led advocacy, and capacity building. My name is Christina, Dr. Christina Kutra, Secretary and lead of the Pride Middle Eastern Chapter's Anti-Poverty and Professional Development Group. And I am affiliated with the College of Business at Abu Dhabi University here in the UAE. For those new to Prime, it stands for Principles for Responsible Management Education and is a United Nations supported initiative in 2000 and established in 2007 to advance sustainability in business and management education and support the Sustainable Development Goals. Prime brings together over 800 institutions across more than 90 countries, guided by 7 core principles: purpose, values, method, research, partnership, dialogue, and sharing. Through its 17 regional chapters, Prime works to embed these principles within diverse regional contexts. As part of this effort, we organize professional development webinars that promote collaboration, knowledge sharing, and engagement with the Sustainable Development Goals. I would now like to introduce you to the Middle East Chapter Chair, Professor Miroslav Matiev.
Thank you so much, Christina. I think you have made an excellent introduction of Prime. We are one of the chapters that you have mentioned, responsible for principle of responsible management and sustainability into higher education across the Middle East. As a chair of the chapter, we have been working together on the very extensive activity plan for 2025 and 2026. Due to the geopolitical situation in the region, we have to postpone some of the events. But besides the challenges we face, we are running some of the most important activities, including this series of professional development seminars that Dr. Christina is organizing for the second consecutive years. And we are so happy to welcome all of you to this nice event. I want to congratulate Mr. Ali for taking the floor and talking about this important topic. I hope if anyone has any questions in the end, you can raise these questions, or if want to know more about the Prime main principles mentioned by Dr. Christina and how to become a member of the Prime Chapter Middle East. If you are not yet member, then we'll be more than happy to support you to become a member. That's all from my side. Thank you so much, and appreciate that great opportunity for today's seminar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miroslav. Finally, it's my pleasure to give the floor to Mr. Ali Osman, who obviously is the speaker of today's webinar. Thank you, Ali, for accepting our invitation. Before you begin your talk, could you kindly share a few words about yourself, please?
Thank you so much, Dr. Christina, and thank you, Prof. Miroslav. Thank you so much, and thank you for the Pyramid Middle East chapter to focus on one of the very important topic that we are in need to speak and to exchange knowledge about it, especially about the development and the poverty and youth and energy. That is great topic that we need to get institute or any foundation to let us to sit together in one platform to discuss about like this topic. Thank you so much, and thank you, Dr. Christina, for this opportunity. Just I will give you brief about myself. My name is Ali Usman. I'm a climate activist. I worked in Sudan since 2018. The first time I heard about climate change because I'm now focusing on climate policy and sustainable development goals. That was in 2018. I joined. It's first time to hear about climate change and about its impact in all the least developed countries and around the world. That first time I heard about it when I joined the consultation about the, the negotiation with Sudanese youth about climate change in Sudan. It was before COP24 that held in Katowice. It's the first time I heard about that. After that, I was trying to understand the climate change and to know what is my role, what is my impact, what I can do to be part of the solution. Because I have an economic background, but when I attended that consultation session, I was understand that all our economic challenges, our social challenges, is because of the climate change and because of the climate crisis from floods and desertification and dusts and air pollution and all. It is a complicated uh, situation that need from us to understand it. After that, I were trying to join workshops, conferences to understand what is the problem as a basic. After that, I tried to know what I can do, because me as a young people from Sudan, there is many challenges that doesn't allow me or my colleague to understand the problem and to know their role. But I was get a few chances to learn and to understand, to join webinars, events, just because I have a curiosity to know what I can do. I worked in Sudan with NGOs, and I joined consultation with UN and with any agencies and all stakeholders. I attended many consultations related with the Sustainable Development Goals reports, and I understand what is the challenges. And from that, I learned that the Sustainable Development Goals, it is that the guideline that we can use, the guideline that you can learn from it, the guideline that we can work, especially we are from Sudan and all the Africa or Latin America, all the countries that they wanna working, or they are developing countries that they are working to be developed countries. And from this background and from this a long journey I learned. I would like to spotlight in this session about this beautiful project and strategic, let me say, strategic long-term project that we see in Africa. It is a mission 300, or M3, as they call it, M3. The M3, it is the strategic project that we are seeing it as one of the key player in the development projects when it is related to the electricity, and that it is targeting sub-Saharan Africa. The sub-Saharan Africa, it is, has a lot of countries in Africa calling sub-Saharan Africa, because the sub-Saharan Africa is facing a tremendous challenges related to development, related to environment challenges, and social challenges. And all this, we see the mission 300 is like a solution for all this challenge, because we knew the electricity has a lot of benefits related. When we have electricity, we can have a good education, we can fight poverty, we can fight unemployment, and we can support the youth to work and to have innovation solutions and creative solutions. And all of this, we see the mission 300 is that one can use. Because of this, I would like to spotlight to this project to tell you what it is and what is its benefits and who is the stockholders of that, and where the project will implement, and what is the target, and what is the role of the youth in this project, and what how they can craft their projects or their ideas related with it to be able to find solution and to be part of this project. So here is like a question that we can figure out, or we can think about that. So during the session, we will get a few solutions or answers to to the main question of, is this project related with development, or it is has a big impact, or how we can solve it, or how we can be part of the project, so that will help us to understand it and to understand our goals, and be able to monitor and to have a good indicators that we will use it to know where we are and where we are going. Here we can link the project with the sustainable development goals. As we have, there is a sustainable development goals, 17 goals by the United Nations. Before the 17 goals established in 2015, we have a millennium goal that has like 8 goals, started from 2000 to 2015. But after that, they said, the United Nations, they said, we have to have a new mechanism, new frameworks that we can work, so that will help us to indicate where we are and where we go. It is like a long-term project and long-term methodology of development. They created after the millennium long-term projects. They evaluate it and craft a new goals, craft a new policies to help the developing countries to be able to work efficiently, and to be able to work and to track their work. So the sustainable development goals, it is a better solution, and it's a better methodology for the countries to be able to work. It's like a guideline for them. So the 15 goals has any goal has a specific goal or specific target, but all the 17 goals, it's under pillars three pillars from social, economic, and environment. Social and economic and environment. And we in the mission 300, we will link all the three pillars with the project, and we will see how this will solve the social challenges by getting jobs for the youth, by getting a solution, a creative solution for them, so we can have like economic solutions, to have entrepreneur uh, projects, or using technology, because we will link the electricity with the technology, with the AI, with like that we see the world is now transferred to using technology and finding new solution. All this in the economic pillar. And there is a social pillar, like ending the poverty and social challenges that we are seeing, that all in the social purpose, and helping the people to live and to get green cooker, or to solving the social challenges that they are facing, and developing the villages, developing the communities that facing challenges, and they could not use technology, or could not use new solutions because of the problem. And all that's in there's a social pillar. And there is economic pillar, even how we can use new technology, new solutions, and that has doesn't affect the environment, and working on net zero, and using solar power, using solar panels in the villages and all the communities, so we have clean solutions without emitting emissions and emitting challenges. So 17 goals in under three pillars: social, economic, and environment. So we in the mission 300, we targeting electricity. It is the goal 7, the goal 7 of the sustainable development goals. From the 17 goals, we will talk today about the goal 7. The goal 7 is working on electricity, and how we can have clean energy, and how we can have access to all the communities from around the world to have access for electricity, because we know that there is villages and there is countries in Africa facing a lot of challenges when they don't have even access to electricity, rather than to have clean energy. And that is what we are focusing on this. And we see the three 100 mission is working on that, and all any development projects, they are linking it with the sustainable
ده شنو ده باقي
development goals,
17
so
ونص
we can indicate and we can
40 ولا 50
have
فوزين
indicators to know the progress, so we can monitor and evaluate our strategy, we can evaluate our policy. So by 2030, as we know, the sustainable development goals is strategic goals from 2015 to 2030, and we now we see any project, any country, they are crafting their policies related with 2030, and you can see any country, they say that we have long term plan for by 2030. Why they are linking it by 2030? Because the sustainable development goals is from 2015 until 2030, and any project in this period, the United Nations will be welcome to support, will be welcome to help, and will be welcome to have to give you a guideline to help you to solve the solution. And here Africa, they are linking the mission 300 by the sustainable development goals, so they can take the United Nations goals with them. So by 2030, we will have good indicators, and we will push the solutions, and we will push the goal 7 to have a good outcome. So when we turn to 2030, we will be able to say what we did and what the mission 300 worked and helped communities for that. Now we will know who is the stockholders and who is the part of the SDA of the mission 300, and how we link it with the sustainable development goals, goal 7, clean and affordable energy. Here we have Africa's energy gap. This is a quick indicators that without electricity we have 569 million African, they don't have access to electricity. But now they are talking about 600, because we knew that the population in Africa is rising fast, and now this number, it is close to 600 million Africans, they don't have access to electricity, and especially in sub-Saharan Africa. This number by 2022, but because now if we did a new like a survey, we will see there is more than 600 million, they don't have access to electricity, and this is a huge number. And when we talk about the here global shape, 83% of the world's electricity access defects was in sub-Saharan Africa in 2020. It means that there is an opportunities to get electricity in Africa, but with more than 80%, but the majority of the African countries, they don't have the good infrastructure that helping them to get a benefit from these resources, to be able to electrify and to be able to have access to electricity. And here is about the clean cooking gap. 923 million people in sub-Saharan Africa lacked access to clean cooking fuels and technologies in 2022. It means that they are using traditional tools or traditional ways to cook, or to using it in cooking, like woods and something that affecting the environment and making many challenges. And this is what they are looking the 300 missions to solve, and to get a solutions, and to help these communities to be able to use their resources, to be able to get a benefit from it. And plus pressures population growth, and as we talked, the growing and the population is growth, and that is now we could not control, and numbers is increasing, and that is what need a fast solutions and sustainable solutions that could accommodate all these numbers. More than an electricity gap. So as we talked, there is the electricity is can help and can find many solutions for the communities that living in Africa, and we can link it with the many challenges from human. Here is we have human services, weak power, undermines clinics, vaccines, and we can look into the economic costs. Frames faces higher costs from generators and using like generators and gasolines or that fossil fuels or coals that using it even has a high cost and even climate resilience. There is energy poverty and limits irrigation, cooling, and all this using it. And and when we talk about the, the mission 300, we can see it as a new way to solve, and electricity is the basic of the any solutions or any challenges that we can face, and we could not say that it is the main way we can solve all the problems, but it is the basic when we have electricity, so we can build on it and we can have solutions that can depend on the electricity as a basic of the development or as a basic of the infrastructure solution. This is why SDG 7 connects directly to poverty, inequality, public service delivery, and youth opportunity. The policy question is not only whether electricity arrives, but whether it improves capabilities and resilience where deprivations is deepest. So we can see the goal 7 is like, as I said, as a basic of the solutions. What is the mission 300? People 300 million people to be connected by 2030. So it means half of the people living in the sub-Saharan Africa. It is 500, yeah, as I said, it is close to 600 because that number is taken by 2022, but now we are in 2026. It means that we are like 600 million people without electricity, and the mission 300 is targeting the half by 300 million by 2030. So it's a huge number and a big number, and we see it will really make a big impact in helping the people, helping the communities that they are now living without electricity, and there is a lot of people they could not join this webinar because they don't have electricity and they are suffering to have a light or to have a smartphone or to have any technology or any devices that working with technology, because we see this will light their life and will light their future and will give them hope to have a quick or a tiny things that they can catch it to go forward. So the project is joined by two international financial institutions with the World Bank Group target by 250 million connections enabled, and African Development Bank target uh, 50, 50 million 50 million Africans. So the World Bank will target 250 million African in sub-Saharan Africa, and the African Development Bank will help 50 million to get electricity. They divided the 300 by them. So the African Development Bank will target this number, and the World Bank will target the big number of 250 million to help them by 2030. And the project is already started in 2014. They launched it, and in 2025 they held a big conference in Tanzania in Dar es Salaam that bring to all the stockholders to to be sure that they are on track, to be sure that they are working to help these communities by 2030 with all the financial institutions to help them to work there. Yeah, here there is a strategic strategic plans. Any countries that they are writing down their plans and crafting their policies and their visions to by 2030, so they can send it to the World Bank Group or to the African Development Bank to show them that all the details and all the communities that need electricity or the villages to help them to have like data or information to helping the providers to understand the situation there so that can help them to give them the finance properly. Why mission 300 matters now? By 2010, 50% sub-Saharan Africans share of the global electricity access defects. 83% share of the global defects con- contactors in sub-Saharan Africa, and here is the urgency of the Africa's access challenges becoming more con- connected, not less. So this means that this is the numbers and indicators that will help us to know where we are and where we are going, so we can know it, because even there is a problem of data, there's problem of indicators. So we need to have a good data or good information to understand and to know who is affected, or where or who will get benefit from this project. And this is numbers that can help us and showing us from year to year. So because we have to evaluate and monitor annually. Mission 300 and clean energy. As I said that the clean energy and clean cooking is very important for the communities, because they are using traditional tools for cooking, and that affecting the environment. And there is a new technology and new tools that but it is need electricity and need access to electricity to use it, because it will help them, and it's a sustainable tools that they can use uh, in cooking, like solar power and solar panels that they can use. And now we will know how they can access to the village that that far from the city, or far from or far it doesn't have a good infrastructure to have electricity. How they can solve this problem, because they are targeting this number, so they will make sure to reach the villages that far from the basic development, or it doesn't have anything to build on it. Even they target it, and they give them a good solution so that they will help them. Why youth are central? As we know, Africa is the continent of youth. It has more than 532 million. This is by 2026, and we see this number is big, and it is close to the target, or to the people that they don't have access to electricity. So how we can we can help this youth or young people to work in Africa and to work in development, and to have creative solutions, and to help them to help their communities, and to think and to work as a leaders, to work as a leaders, and to think creatively to help the communities that affecting. As we know, the young people, they are able, they have power, and they have energy, and they can think differently. So we can take the youth with the project, with the mission 300. So during the project and after the project, and including them in the solutions, so they can give us their ideas and their solutions, and even they can learn, and they can work on this, because this number, it will show us that the continent is a young continent that can if we give them the guidelines, or we just allow them to give us their solutions, to give us their way, or to hear their thoughts, that will help us to go forward. So how energy creates jobs? Direct energy jobs like installations, operations, like as I said, during the implementation of the projects, they can work in installations in like the villages that they are need it will open job for the youth, so they can work during implementing the projects. And after the project, so when the village has access to electricity, so they can work, and they can using the new devices, or they can work as a freelancers, or working using the technology, and using their smartphone, or using their laptops. Or so after the project, even they can it will open many jobs, and will help them to fight unemployment, and that will help them to stay in their cities and stay in their villages and help their communities, because the young people here, they want just to have a hope, or to start working, to have these goals or his dreams. If you give him the access for the basic tools, or any things that he can build on it, he will think differently, so he will work to solve the solution, to solve the challenges in his community, and will help him to work with the community and to hear their problems, and will help him to work. Even if he have access to electricity, he will learn remotely. So even if there is no education, or no institution in his community, he can learn online, so he will get new skills, new information that will help him to think differently. Energy, jobs, and poverty. We trying to link all, as I said, all the three pillars of the sustainable development goals under this project, 300 missions, so we can have a clean energy, and green jobs. There is green jobs related with climate change, or climate solutions, or sustainable solutions. Even the green jobs, it is now open a lot of opportunities for youth to work and to join, and to know how we can have a jobs that helping us to fight the environment challenges, the climate challenges. So we'll help the youth to get clean solutions, and helping us like using new technologies and reducing the emissions, and even all the green jobs is related with projects, or working in advisory, or working in getting solutions or projects. A lot of projects, a lot of opportunities there. Just need people to understand it, and to have a good information about it, and to start joining. And a lot of companies that they have like a sustainability office, or many jobs related with clean solutions and related to sustainability. Just need the people to understand it, and that will helping us even in the poverty side, helping the villages, and helping the communities that doesn't have electricity, will helping them to have new solutions, and to helping them to uh, to fight even the poverty, and to have a good or to raising their economy and their income by getting or by opening new job opportunities. Here is the challenges or the prayers that will face us in reaching this target, because there is many communities that they have development challenges. So if you want to help them by electricity, so you need to help them by many many things, and all it is all it is related, and will facing us in helping them, and will let us to face many challenges when we are trying to solve these challenges, or we trying uh, to helping them with electricity. So we need to make sure that the infrastructure of any community is real, and it is ready for us to work on it. Here is the infrastructure and the policies even, and all, as I said, it's related. Because of that sustainable development goals, any project, if you want to work on it, you have to focus on the three pillars. Even if there is any company, they are asking them for the sustainability report, even make sure that the company is solving the social challenges of the community, the economic challenges, and social, economic, and develop and environment, to make sure that you have a target to reduce your carbon footprint, and to work on net zero, and to have clean solutions, and using like solar power, or electric vehicles, and all helping us, and to pushing us to have sustainable solutions. And all the social and economic and environment, all it is interlinked with the, if you have like a clear policies and clear governance of all our projects, that will help us to start and work and measuring our work. And here, uh, as I said, without data, without information, without good governance, without good background about our situation, or about the previous projects, we could not work on the next projects. Because of that, there is reports by the United Nations, or by the governments in any country. They are helping them to write reports, and to understand the situation. There is reports by it is a common country analysis. This report by the United Nations. So all the three pillars of the Sustainable Development Goals, they are doing research by the United Nations agencies. It's called CCA. It means Common Country Analysis. The Common Country Analysis is by the United Nations. They are collecting information from all the United Nations agencies that working on agriculture, working on water, working on youth, working on women, indigenous people. All the agencies, they are bringing information and data about the development progress, and the sustainable development goals progress, so they can helping the community to solve the problem efficiency. And even they are sitting with the government, sitting with all the stakeholders, youth, and all, to understand what they want, and to understand their situation, so they can give them a clear solutions. Even in the CCA, we can have information about the electricity and the energy in the community, so that will helping them to understand the situation. And you can search on your country. You can write just CCA and add your country name. You will see this report by the United Nations, and will help you to understand where you are and where you are going. And the voluntary national review, it is also report by the government. So any government in any country, they have this voluntary national review. It's showing the country, it is social, economic, and environment solutions and challenges, and it is goals, and it is target by 2030. And all these two reports, it's related to the United Nations, and the VNR by the government, showing the high level political forum. Any country showing their VNR in this international forum, and showing their challenges and their solutions. And all of this, if you want any solutions, or you want to target, or to learn about your country efforts in electricity, energy, environment, or social. You can check these two reports. You will get all the information about the 17 goals in these reports, and will help you to know more about the next projects or about the ongoing projects. Okay, here we can how mission 300 is delivered. I'm not sure because of the time. If I take time, just tell me. Okay. Here there is as we talked about the many grades and great expansion and solar home systems and blended finance governance reforms, national energy compacts. So all of this kind of solutions, all of this kind of methods, because they want to make sure that they are reaching all the communities and all the 300 million African people. They make sure to reach to them. Like the great expansion, this means that this is will work with the main provider or main electric provider. So this is the great expansion is that we want, because it's work, it is related to the development. So we can focusing on this great expansion, but it will take time. And there is a village there in the corner of the country. They don't have electricity and they are suffering, as they could not have a good life, or they are facing many challenges. So they thinking about to giving them special solutions and to giving them fast solution without letting them behind, because we know the sustainable development goals has a theme that no one left behind. So all the people must have the benefit of the development. They must have the benefit of the solutions, and they must be part in decision making and in the implementation of any project. They think to give them. And I want to mention that the mission 300 is focusing on electricity, or giving electrify all the communities, but they taking with them the clean energy in their mind, but it's not the main goal. So we will see clean energy and clean solutions, but with the same time with the electricity or the grid or the expense of the grids. Here there is a solar home systems, and we can see these solar home systems in the communities that, if we want to give them the main grids, will take time. So they will give them a solar home systems that will help them to have electricity without waiting the main projects, or waiting to reach the main grids for them. So the national energy compacts, it is like the pathways or the plan of any country. They are writing down their plans or their strategic plans, so that will help them to know where they are and where they are want to go. Okay, here like a case study. This is in Nigeria. We worked on this project, and we did like a research about this is Ariarea International market. This market in Africa, in Nigeria, and this market is using like a generator and using generator, and even they don't have the access to the electricity. We sit with many young people from Nigeria. We discussed about how we can help this market to have sustainable access to electricity, to help them to use energy. But we were focusing on clean energy, because all the team that sit for this project, they are thinking about sustainable solution, or clean solution for the communities. So we think about to give them like solar panels, or also, yeah, solar panels, to help them to have a sustainable solution. But when we did the research, we learned that to changing this way will take time, and we will face many challenges, even if we wanna access to this traders there. And it will take time to explain to them that we are bringing to you new solution, to bringing to you the sustainable solution that will helping you, uh, and to helping you to have a sustainable solution. We knew that make challenge even in the communication, but we think that we can use the local leaders or the local young people to helping them to sit. Even if you bring new technology, you need to teach them, you need to give them basic information so they can understand how they can use, and how they can learn, or understand the benefit of this project for them and for the community, and how it will change their life and will change their solution. I think I reached to the end of my presentation, and I will be happy to hear and to discuss with the audience, to 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 learn from you. And because the project is very interrelated with the young people and all the people that thinking or interesting about development and development in Africa.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Ali. If that was the end of your presentation, it was a very insightful and informative presentation. Once again, thank you so much for that. I would like to open the floor for any questions, please. Yes, please. Esam.
Hello, good evening, and thank you so much for this opportunity. I think it is a great honor to attend this webinar. And I just have one concern. The mission is very optimistic, and I think in Africa, especially, everybody wants to learn about this and participating in it. Talking in Sudan context, for example, and we cannot forget the ongoing war that has taken place since 15th April 2023, and I think it is one of the most challenges. So, taking instability of the countries in Africa in general, Sudan, for example, how can we tackle both of them, people's insecurity, economic insecurity, and the inflations that taking place? Even donors like these days hesitate to fund or give grants for this. How can we as Sudanese young people getting access to grants on this important matter, especially when it comes to energy and education, for example? How can we reach and discuss about this collectively? Thank you so much.
Ali, kindly.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Isam. Thank you for the very important question. Yes, Sudan is one of the sub-Saharan Africa, and one of the developing country, and facing the same challenges that the majority of the African countries that they are facing. And because of that, we see multilateral solutions, and multi banks like that, the African Development Bank and the World Bank Group. So they are together working to find a sustainable solution for the to have to be able to have access for all the communities to reach the target. The target is huge. The target is big, but even need a sustainable ways to help them to provide these solutions. But as we know, we talk in the context of Sudan, there is a challenges, and and the countries is still facing challenge. So we're not allowing them to sit and not allowing them to write. As I mentioned, there is a national plan. In the national plan, you have to make sure to write down all your target and the communities that you want to offer to them the electricity, to give them good data and good information, so all the banks to have a good case study to be able to help the community and to be able to work in Sudan. And that is what will be the challenge of if are we have that plan? Are we ready to give them to make able to give them the guarantee of the sustainability of the project, or to make them sure that the project is will work and will help the communities? If we have that project ready, I think we will be ready to have the mission 300 in Sudan and work efficiently. And when you talk about the youth, I think the young people, they need to organize themselves and to be able to have like solutions, or to craft their own ideas, so they can talk about that and showing the case of Sudan, to helping them to reflect to challenges, to covering the villages that they don't have electricity, to villages that they don't have energy and they are suffering. You can interlink, as I said, you can interlink the social challenges, the economic challenges with the project, so that will help you to have grants, like to work, organize yourself in NGOs, or entrepreneurship side, like to have a company, or to have anything that helping you to show your situation. And I'm sure that you will get many people to help and to give you a help, because the Mission 300 that working with the African Development Bank, the African Development Bank, even dealing with the NGOs, dealing with the private sector, dealing with the government, and that will help to have a solution, or to see the Mission 300 in Sudan. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the insightful again and knowledgeable answer, please, Ali. I hope that answers your question, Esam. Any other questions, please, from the audience? Okay, let me ask one question. I mean, Ali, you come from Africa, you come from Sudan over there, you have lived over there, I suppose. How realistic it is to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030, or to achieve them at all?
Yes, because now we have just four years. Many challenges, and it's need huge work. And now we see all the stockholders from the United Nations and the governments, they are trying to reach the goals, but the Sustainable Development Goals craft different from the Millennium Goals. So this that will make sure that you are working on track. For example, if you want to fight the poverty, the SDGs has indicators. The indicators, any goal, the 17 goals, any goal has indicators, and you want to report in the voluntary national review and show it in the high level political forum. So there is transparency, and you could not report anything without data, without information, without real project, and you even to interlink it with the social and economic and environment. And here is the challenge, and here is the problem that will face, especially the least developed countries or the developing countries. It is complicated, and now we are talking about the electricity. It is coming to environment challenges and social challenges. There is development challenge. Because of that, all the projects interlink and all the projects need, if you want to to find a solutions or to have access to electricity, you need to have a good infrastructure, and you have to develop the education institutions because of that. But from my perspective, I'm not sure that we will reach the specific target that we were looking to reach for it. But I am seeing the SDGs methodology is better, and we see that we will have another another round of SDGs that encourage us to reach the target. And I think it is like a mechanism. This is like a mechanism, and it is better for us to have like this one, and to develop the method, and to evaluate it, and to see where is the gap and what we can solve, and develop it, and use it in another round, so will help us to work forward. Because we are in Africa, we have our special uh, agenda, the Agenda 2063, and we integrate this agenda with the Sustainable Development Goals. So we craft it with our own situation, we craft it with our own challenges and circumstances, so we can take it with us. And I'm sure that after 2030, we will develop it and evaluate it, and we'll take it with us until to reach our goal by 2063.
Thank you so much, Ali. And I have two more small questions for you. I mean, we are always talking, at the theory basis. We are talking about research, we are talking about policies. However, when it comes to practice, it's a different case scenario altogether, because you talked yourself about, lack of policies. And, like the UN are undertaking research. However, for so many years now, do you think that the theory and the policies have been implemented, and the implementation has led to evaluation?
As Isam mentioned, that and the context of Sudan and the situation in Sudan, and this is the basic of implementing any policies, is to have security and to have peace on ground, so you can build on it. If there is no peace, you could not work, and there is a safety and security challenges even for the actors and all the people that is working on development. You could not work on development without peace, and peace is the goal 16 of the Sustainable Development Goals. So they are and because of that, I'm saying that the SDGs, it is a great method or great mechanism for solving the the development challenges, because it has everything you need. If you want to work on development in any place, you want to go forward, or you want to work on the guideline of the sustainable development goals guidelines. So if you want you have like write you're writing your voluntary national review or your national strategic plan. You want to work on development, you want to work on electricity, you want to work on education, and all you worked, and you write down your policy, and it is perfect, and it is like a professional that you want to implement it. So the first step is to have a security, and to have a peace, or the peace as a basic. So to all the people that they want to work on development, they want to work on economic, and to allow the youth to sit, to think, to craft their own policies, to have creative solutions. So all the stakeholders and the agencies that working on development, they can come here, invest in your country, and build your country. But if there is no peace, there is a challenge, and there is no guarantees for the agencies to come and to sit and to work in the development side. So still we need to work on the goal 16 especially, and the goal 17 partnership. So that will be the basic of any work if you want to implement any sustainable development goals. So if in education, economic, and environment, all all you need to work on SDG 16 and SDG 17. If you have peace, you call the partnership, you call all the agencies, all the stockholders, write your own beautiful policies and plans and share it with them. So they will come, they can welcome, and you just give them the security and the place, and they will work on your and they will help you to achieve your goals and your plans and your policies.
Thank you so much, Ali. My second question, apparently you have already answered my second question, which was with regards to the biggest challenge. And the biggest challenge in here, in the content and context of Sudan, is peace. Yes. Because, you know, like every single environment, geopolitical environment has its own challenges. And I suppose the biggest challenge in Sudan for many years now, unfortunately, is lack of peace. Let me take a question from Gassim. Thank you once again, Ali. Gassim, kindly please ask your question.
Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you so much, Mr. Ali, and thank you, Primes Middle East, for these sessions. I think you are clear many articles that we need to hear from you, and thank you so much for that. Mr. Ali, I have one question. I want to ask you about, you just know that we are advocate of African Agenda 2063. And according to this agenda, that extension for development goals 2020, 2063. As my questions, there has many articles inside this this agenda, and we have many challenge in Sudan and to adaptation of, or how can we find is the best article you see that we can apply in Sudan before peace and after peace, especially for empowerment women and children and advocate women and youth inside community, and also the peace and in the community. And we see that also to find good good land for the education inside Africa, and also Sudan, one of the part of African community. As my question, Mr. Ali, what is important article you see we are in Sudan, we can apply in Sudan before the peace and after peace? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gassim, for the beautiful question. Thank you so much, and it's very important for us to talk about that. Yes, the Agenda 2063 is the special goals that crafted for Africa, and it is depend on African environment and African situations, and it's like we are developing it from time to time to make sure that we are working with the same tools and with the same methods to reach our goal. And when we talk about Sudan, we need more diplomatic work, and we need more a good leaders that they can engage with the African agencies to reflect our challenges and to reflect our situation, so they can understand what is going on in Sudan. Because now I think from my side, I think we are far from the African Union agencies for commissions or the social and economic affairs. And because of that, we need to have good leaders that they can work diplomatically, that they are understand our situation, to make a good communication with the African countries and with the African Union. So we will have a new generation that they are trying to explain our situation there. Because I think there is many African countries, they don't know what is going on in Sudan. So we need more communication and to have good people that they are understand our situation, so they can reflect it to the African countries and African agencies like the African Development Bank and all the stockholders, so they can give us the chance and to be part of this, because still the mission 300 we don't have they don't work here, and the African even the African continental free trade area, it is like a continental project, so working on trade and economic. They are still, they don't work on ground. I think in 2022 they tried to work here, but we the situations began to be complicated. They stopped. So the stabilization and to have a good situation or good environment that will help you to work and will help you to help the others. About the articles, I think from my side, we need to focus on if we have the goal 16 on ground, so we can all the people can sit together without any challenges, without any problem. So we can think about goal 4, education and awareness, to share our ideas, to develop our thinking. And I think we need to focus on the next generation, because to be able to give them the basic information to learn how to use technology, to understand the international relation, and to understand all the problem, so we can depend on them by the goal goal for integrating the in African Union. I don't know in which article, but I think the education and the capacity building, it will be the key and the key player of the development in Sudan.
Thank you very much, Ali. That
Thank you.
was brilliant. Gassim, I think, not I think, I hope that you know, like, and I'm sure that Ali has answered your question. Any other questions, please, from the audience? Any other questions? Okay, there are no questions. Once again, Ali, we are extremely grateful that you have given us your precious time and deliver this amazing webinar. And also, thank you so much for your knowledgeable answers. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you to you, Dr. Christine, and thank you to Pyramid Middle East chapter for this opportunity. And I think it's great to have like this platform that focusing on one of the very important topic on development, and that will give us a chance to meet and to discuss and to exchange and to hear, so we can understand the situation and to have a basic plan or basic information that will help us to build on it and to help us to know what is coming on. Thank you so much, and looking forward to see like this events and webinar to learn and to exchange. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ali, and that's a brilliant idea, or something to explore, and invite many speakers at the same time so we can engage and try to identify solutions on burning issues.
Yes, sure. That is great. And you'll be happy to have like this opportunity. Even maybe we can talk about climate change, climate policy, sustainability, and all. I think it's related with the sustainable development goals and with the theme of the pyramid, even
Definitely.
education. That all will be interested, and it should open a new way to think and to learn.
Thank you so much, Ali. In case that Miroslav, would you like to add a few final words, or? Okay. in case that there are no more questions for Ali, and if you do have any questions for Ali, kindly pass them to me, and I will be more than happy to pass them to Ali so he can share his thoughts with you. Thank you very so much, and have a lovely, lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the audience. Thank you to everyone to join us. Thank you and see you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.